This is Karen Durda from Your Money Mentors, where you're going to learn how to survive those bills and get to the financial independence you want. This is Friday, Financial Independence Day, and my host is Jay Murray. Say hi, Jake.
Hello, Karen.
Through Your Money Mentors, we're going to be guiding you for your coaches. So in the time together, we're going to lead you through types, strategies, and proven steps to allow you to find your ideal path for financial independence. First, let's introduce ourselves. Jay, you've been a long time client of mine, and I know your success in getting to your financial freedom. You mentioned it on numerous conversations that we had, that you came to the U.S. as a young man with nothing but your labor and learning and how not to make money rule you. So can you give us a little bit about that background and how you got here?
Certainly, Karen, and thanks for asking. Quite honestly, I've always looked at my life that I am now truly living the American dream. I came to the United States from Canada in my mid 20s. So, although it's only Canada, I am an immigrant and I had to navigate a new country's financial system to be able to get here and to be able to work and find my way. I came down with just a university education and $1,000 in my pocket. So, basically, my history is that I grew up with parents and my father who constantly struggled with finances. They were always struggling with money. Our life, we always kind of had everything we needed, but we never had everything that we wanted. And I wanted something better for myself. And I thought the United States was the best place to do it. So I grew up with the idea that the harder you worked, the more you did, the more money you would have, which is correct, but you have to do it in the right way and learn to keep more of it in your pocket. It took me a while, basically, to self teach and self educate to have a better, more secure grasp of basic financial literacy and overall financial concepts, which we don't get in our schooling anymore or at all any days. Without having a mentor or somebody to help me lead down a path, I had to find my own way. As a result, I started making money, having a good job. You got a good salary with good benefits, but I realized that that path was going to be a long and windy road, and it wasn't getting me where I wanted to go quickly enough. I had to learn a different way. And I went and I read books. I went to seminars, talking with people who had done better than I had. And I decided I didn't have to reinvent the wheel. I had to follow the path of other successful people that they had already walked. It gave me a semblance of an idea of going forward, how I could lay out a financial future for myself that was better than what my parents had, more along the lines of what I always hoped for.
Jay, it sounds like we both came from the same type of background.
Agreed, Karen. So I know you grew up the grandchild of immigrants.
And we learned at their knees what Dave Ramsey teaches. I was a Dave Ramsey endorsed provider for almost 6 or 7 years here in southeastern North Carolina. And when I was vetted, they asked me if I followed Dave's plan. I jokingly told them no. It's called the Follow the Ed Durda plan. So I too learned at a young age to have money not rule me. Days were hard when they got bet. But together, you and I do the same thing, and I'm willing to teach, aren't you?
Most definitely. And being able to have the opportunity to coach and help young couples, people, individuals, anyone who's struggling with financial issues and the stresses that come with just having to worry about how to pay the bills or how to have money in your pocket, being able to give your life that the family or your family the life that they want and deserve. Anything I can do to help. And I know that you've helped me quite a bit over the years to get to that level of feeling of security and safety. It takes so much stress out of your life not having to worry on a daily basis of, can I pay the bills? So I would say, Karen, that you probably have a number of strategies and things that we can discuss in the future that be able to help lead people to a more secure and successful financial outlook.
Yes, I do. So together, we're going to be your money mentors. Now, let me give you a little bit of background about my designation.
Please.
I'm federally licensed tax expert. We're called enrolled agents. Attorneys and CPAs can practice before the IRS, but they are state licensed. Mine is federally licensed through an act of Congress. And we go and help get people out of trouble. But that's not all I've done. I've taught at the Small Business Development Center. I've taught in small groups. I've been a Dave Ramsey endorsed provider. And yes, just like you and your wife, I helped you along when you needed for little steps, plans. You can work. They might work. They may not. But I loved helping you, so I want to teach others as well.
Well, I think the benefits of having someone like yourself who's dealt with so many different financial situations and has the education to maneuver through so many different scenarios, coupled with myself, who's kind of been through the school of hard knocks and came out on top. The great thing is that we'll be able to give people actionable steps to move forward. And in fact, Karen, what would you say is the one piece of advice that you can give our audience today that's the number one issue you see that seems to hold people back from really reaching their financial goals?
Everyone that comes to me seems to have credit card debt and they never can get the balance to go down. So that's what we're going to see. Jay, what are you going to see as the first thing people need to do?
I think the big thing, Karen, is that in today's society, there's always been this stigma that talking about your finances or talking about money is something you do behind closed doors and hushed tones. And I really think that you have to be able to discuss money, talk with your spouse or your partner, be able to talk with a expert or find a mentor. If you can confront the stigma that talking about money is a dirty little thing, then you'll be able to move forward and take grasp of your financial freedom and your financial future. Basically, that's what I did. I was able to accelerate my plan to financial freedom by finding the right people and getting the right people behind me with the right mentors. They gave me the information that I was able to put into place to go forward. And that's what I'd really love to be able to give to couples, families, individuals, whatever it is that you might need to give you actionable steps that you're able to put and get towards your idea of financial independence or just reducing the stress in your life that the lack of money can sometimes cause.
Okay, this is great. I think our listeners are going to hear more from us in the days and weeks to come because we are your money mentors. Would you like to drop us a line? Email us at yourmoneymentors@yahoo.com. Or if you'd like to drop Jay a note, he's doing one-on-one coaching as I do. I do more than just money. I'm also a tax debt expert, which is part of the fear of going to the mailbox every single day. So you can reach Jay at mymoneymentor@yahoo.com. And I'm Karen Durda, an enrolled agent. You can get me at taxdebtexpert@icloud.com. Jay, I'm excited. I'm excited for the people we're going to teach and coach in the days and weeks to come.
I totally agree, Karen. And upcoming, we're going to have a variety of different discussions on a whole bunch of different financial and home money concepts that you can put in place to move forward towards your idea of financial freedom.
So if you'd like to reach us, check out our links in the transcript below. Next time, we're going to give you actionable plans that you can start today. Bye for now.